If you're catching up, I'm John RMS, otherwise known as AceBullion, and I am live. So I shall wait a few minutes and let everyone pop in, say hi, do all of your things. No, don't care, don't care, don't care, don't care. So we shall see, and I'll also get some other things ready at the same time. Someone's already given me a thumbs up. Thank you very much. David, my man, you are the first like. How are you doing, buddy? It's super awesome to see you, bud. I can tell you that much. Your help, by the way, the other day really did lift my spirits. I was laughing. And I just couldn't believe that I managed to do what I had done. And it was through a lot of, thanks and stuff. Bradley, hi, man. How you doing, man? I've not seen you in a long time. Squirreling Coins, wowzers. Hello, welcome. So, yeah, as I was saying, David, I was cracking up. Coin caption as well. Jesus. There must be a slow news day if you're watching me today. No, thank you guys, seriously. So yeah, you guys want to know what was really happening, what happened in the end. You guys seen that I had a major disaster. And when I say major, I mean, it was major. It could have been far, far worse. In that, where you guys have seen it, there was the explosion of the Crucible. And then, of course, there was a disassembly with David nibbling at my ear for me to send off my furnace to him so he can recover all that silver. Oh. So, how did it go? Well, that's going to be the interesting bit. It went all right, actually. I fired it up inside the workshop. And I got it up to temperature. Rob6, how are you, sir? Oh, you're going to be super happy to watch this today. I'm not going to have a very long stream today. Seriously, I'm looking at max an hour. No, realistically, it's not going to be a very long stream. Now, the furnace, I'm going to tell you, is not 100%, at least in my opinion. It seems to be taking a little bit longer to heat up. And I think it has something to do with that thermostat and the ceramic coating that went around. So I think it's interfering with that little bit. Now, it still works, so I'm not going to complain because I don't have to rush out and buy something straight away. Oh my God, dude. See, Bradley, I was dying because I'm looking at it, 16 ounces, and I was like, oh my God. And I got super lucky because it didn't touch the coil. It just came super close. Rhonda, how are you doing, hon? What am I making? I'm catching up, my dear. But yeah. Yeah, there's 16 ounces inside of my crucible. I could not believe it. It was insane. Inside my furnace, not crucible. Well, it started off in my crucible, then it ended up in my furnace. Now, what I had planned to do, what day is it now? On Thursday? So Wednesday. On Tuesday, I planned to do 2 big pours. And 16 ounces to do 2 big pours. Well, it's technically 3, but I was using the lost wax method. And the sprues seem to be about 5 ounces each. I don't understand why. But yeah, so I've done it. Now, these are not finished products by any means. I've cut them off the sprues. I've given them a tiny bit of cleanup. That's all I've done. I still need to work on them a lot more. So we'll introduce dude number one. Say hello. As I said, he's not cleaned up or anything yet, guys. So don't mock him too much. My little turtle dude. And I think a bubble's come in and it's affected both turtles. So yeah, there are two. Because here's the other one, but it's on the other side. Oh, thank you, Squirrel and Coins. And so once they're cleaned up, once they're all dremelled off and stuff like that, that'll be absolutely brilliant. Now I've given them, as I said, just a mild clean because otherwise they look completely white. Yeah, bud. Absolutely, I am Alexander. A bit shaken up, but I'm out. I'm fine. Whoops, I've zoomed out too far. There we go. So those are two turtles. Now here's something that you guys probably were not expecting to see. Oh, thank you, Bradley, man. That's super cool, bud. I mean, it just needs some cleaning up, and they'll be fine. It's not the end of the world. I mean, I got the bits where the sprues were attached to, and all that good stuff. So, yeah, super, super cool. But here's the really cool part. Let me zoom out again. Whoops, wowzers! I really zoomed in there. Coin World UK, my man. Got my dragon. The first ever dragon. Again, needs to be cleaned up. I'm not sure if it's showing it as much as it could do, or if it's because of this background. Hold on. You can see my 3 attaching points there. It'll all be nice and sanded and filed. The dragon has all of its scales on the back and everything as it goes around. All intentional. So again, a little bit of cleanup to do. Some dremeling and all that good stuff. I'm really pleased with that. The back is just lovely and smooth. And the front is, I mean, live streaming is not showing as much detail as it could be. But yeah, it is really, really cool. What do you guys think of that? It's one of those pieces that I kind of toyed with the idea of making, and I made it. So I got a ton of shining to do. A lot of shining. You guys can tell that. It was like white as snow, bud. I wanted to share it with you guys because I know that you guys were super interested and really helpful as well regarding the furnace and everything. And I cannot say thank you enough for that because it really had made my day. Whoops, there we go. Zoom out. There we go. I really thought that I was going to have to fork out a huge amount of money for a brand new furnace, and no, I didn't have to. Not yet. I think it's going to come at that point. Chop chop. Bradley, my man. Why don't you come over here, Bradley? Because I heard you do like to polish. Come on. Bring over your gear. Bring over your polishing mop. You can see from my fingers, I even washed up, but clearly not enough. I mean, I'm still probably covered with a little bit of black. But this is not the finished product, and that's why it was only, it's only kind of mildly clean here at the moment. There's still a lot of processing to do. It needs to go through the ultrasonic cleaner after I file off all of these. And yeah. And Alexander, obviously I did, because look, I got some silver. So ta-da! I managed to pour these yesterday. And I'm super pleased about it. Miss Victoria Roman Carter, my dear, how are you? Uh, Honored with royalty, must stick out the cannon to celebrate. And that is another project that is coming. And I've narrowed down my projects very quickly, so that's super cool. And I have one customer, her stuff is ready to have all the investment and get made up into a nice mold. And then I have Menehune's big project, and it's a big secret project. Because, well, it's Menehune, and if you guys don't know who Menehune is, he is a insane Hawaiian, well, insanely talented Hawaiian, and he does some beautiful pieces. So, yeah. But yeah, so it's and thank you, Miss Victoria. Yeah, it's something that's super cool. I'm narrowing everything down on my list of to-dos, which is really good. I'm also improving my skills as we go because I've done these turtles one way and I've done the dragon another way. The dragon seems to have turned out beautiful with no air bubbles. This didn't, so that's okay. Um, and I just think, wowzers. Now there already is prototype number one turtle out in circulation. As I said, this has to get all cleaned up because that's my 3 sprue points that were on my wax. I will keep and pour the silver sheet. Well, see, the downside is with all the shavings and dust, it's not worth it for me. I save as much of it as I can, but in the end, I can either refine it myself or send it off to somebody who wants it. So when you're using the online courier, do you keep a tape measure and a set of parcel scales? Yeah, I have lots of different tape measures. Touching. I got inches, centimeters, millimeters, all sorts of stuff. And scales are a must. Always have scales. But yeah, so I end up I ship worldwide, as you guys know. I don't have any problems whatsoever shipping my stuff worldwide, and it's all fun and games. But you know what I'm really digging? I'm digging the fact that I can start making incredibly detailed. I mean, see if you can even see that. I'm not sure if you can. Even on the fins, they're all the tiny little marks. I mean, once it's all cleaned up, you'll see it all. Um, and you'll even be able to feel and see under the neck. It's crazy. I was actually talking to a buddy, and I don't want to name him, but he's effectively an OG, original gangster. He's one of the founding pores in our community. He stopped a long time ago, and he saw one of my turtles, and I didn't realize he actually had a turtle as a key ring, and he fell in love with mine immediately and asked about the size and everything, and it turned out that it was the same size. He's in love with it, and to get praise and compliment from him is just insane. I never ship to Wales. What are you talking about? The sheep there never sign anything. Okay, walking away now. Da, da, da. So I only asked John because that's the question asked by the courier you said about. Yes, Transglobal Express is a fantastic courier to use for shipping large items. So um, if you're going to be buying or selling something to the US, for instance, this relates primarily to Alexander. Go to Transglobal. If you're buying, for instance, you can actually arrange to have the item picked up at that person's address. The person can print off the shipping label and then stick it onto the parcel and it can come to you. And it's super cheap. It's a lot cheaper than them using USPS. Um, so it's that easy to do. Um, but yeah, it is cool. What was that? Miss Victoria, she says, oh, I was talking to Alexander, okay. Sheep. Yeah, so the Canon is up on my to-do list. And I thought of a couple of different things. One of the things I thought about was I was going to do wheels because I pretty much have a model. I'm not going to destroy this one. I don't like the Canon that I have as a model. So I'm going to get another Signal Canon and work with it. I don't think having a solid silver base is ideal. So I think having something just like this, where I get two bits of brass plates and some screws to go down to hold the cannon in place, would be ideal. And then this part here is just a little bit of woodwork. And yeah, now for those of you guys who also know, I damaged my bandsaw beyond repair. So much so that, well, it pretty much dang near caught fire. It sure as heck smelled like it. All the electrics fried. That's all right, Miss Victoria. But so yeah, I was a bit upset, but I don't need my bandsaw as much as I do everything else. So that's okay. I can get away with it for a while. It will be something I'm looking to buy one at the moment, and yeah, it is what it is. But I did cut the last piece of wood that I needed to cut, and that was actually for my youngest son's teacher. I made a pen for her, basically. So I managed to cut well, it wasn't even wood, actually, it was resin. So I cut the last piece of resin, and that was it, done and over with. It fried. I was happy. I got my bits done. And then I turned it. She has a lovely pen. She's super happy. I got a nice email from her as well. So, but yeah, everything else in the workshop is super critical, obviously, for AceBullion, and also kind of for me in my hobbies. There's a few things. Can't you build a bandsaw instead? Yeah, because I'm that talented. Anyway, the hell, honestly, oh wowzers. Now, there's far more important things, like obviously the burnout chamber, the vacuum chamber, and the whole system to vacuum the investment flasks and all of that. That's quite crucial. I mean, yes, I still have a small furnace, but I would have probably been able to, well, I would have been able to pour the dragon. I wouldn't have been able to pour, or I might have only just gotten away with pouring these two. Now, in fact, what we're going to do is we're going to have a look here. Let's put the cannon off to the side. Going to have a look here and see how much these things weigh. Thank you very much. I know how to weld, and there's no way I would try to do a bandsaw. Too complicated. So, I got it in troy ounces. Now, anyone want to hazard a guess how much turtle number 1 is? This is the one with the, we'll call it the left side bubble. That's what this little mark is here. How much turtle number 1 weighs? Any guesses? 3.8 ounces, okay. Bear in mind it does have these sprue bits on as well. Okay, 3.8 ounces for turtle number 1. No one else? Let's go wait. Okay. Coin caption says 2.7. Alexander says 20 grams. Okay. All right, well, I do have it in ounces, Troy, so that's a clue, but okay. Rob says, was it 1.6? 1 foot 6 inches. Okay, moving on. Right, here we go. And it is zeroed. Yep. 1.is somewhere between 1.35 and 1.34. Yeah, we'll call it 1.34 because it's bound in between that, which means that it's obviously something in between it. So 1.34, and that's the one with the left side here. All right, David. So we'll put him up here. Now the turtle with the right side bubble. Equal, same, heavier. Find out. It's going down. 1.295. Bingo. 1.295. That was very close. Alexander, yeah, that's also very close. And then I got my dragon. This thing has to be huge, right? Has to weigh a lot. Just know how thin it is. I'm getting all those details on something super, super thin. 3.5, okay. And 60 grams, so that's just under 2 ounces. Alexander, you're closest, man. It's 1.54. And what we'll do is we'll just switch it over to grams for Alexander here, which is 48 grams. So you're close, but you were too far ahead on that one. Whoops, I don't know what ounces do it. Ounces try. So yeah, there we go. Ounces try always works. 1.9 now. It was definitely 1.54. I mean, that's pretty cool to actually show you guys how, how thin this really is. But, it's super, super cool. I mean, once I clean up these sprue points here on the top, technically, you could probably put a little hole into each wing and put a ring around it, and it'll fit into a necklace. I mean, it is rather large. Yeah, let's see here. Let's look at centimeters, for instance. So centimeters, it is just under 6 centimeters long. Now, for my friends in America, I know we don't do centimeters really. It is, I can't see with this, about 2 inches. There you go. 2 inches. So it's really cool. And this one here, I don't plan on doing another dragon for a while, even though I have the wax already poured, waiting to go. I'll leave them off to the side. Welcome back. I'll leave them off to the side, and I'll eventually make some more once, obviously I get these assayed and my other projects done, because I wanted to prove that I could actually make them, because that meant a lot to me. It was a confidence boost, more than anything else. So yeah, super, super cool. Actually, you can't see anything there, can you? Bloody heck. So yeah, I needed a little confidence boost, and that's why I decided to do one dragon at a time. I have no idea, Miss Victoria. They take, honestly, about a week to make. So a week to make the two turtles and a week to make one dragon. Depends what I'm doing and how in depth. And I'm not finished yet making these, so $1.45. You're killing me, Rob. No, I don't have a clue yet. I want to wait till I get everything sorted out. At the same time, I don't want to charge something stupid either. I mean, the prices on my website are pretty much just the ballpark for any of my work, is kind of what I'm giving it. Whether, it's a graphite, I'll give you a Yankee dime. It is. But yeah, overall, it's something that I hate pricing stuff. I don't try to rip people off. Speaking about not wanting to rip people off really quick, is the fact that I've also ordered, I don't know if you guys have seen it yet. Well, I certainly haven't shown it on my channel. I do have it behind me. In fact, it is, let's see, it's right here. I'm not gonna show you anything, but I got it here. This is the carded Simpson, 1 ounce, by the Perth Mint. So it's a new addition to my Simpsons collection. And those of you guys who are looking for the carded version, you may not be able to get one, because quite frankly, they're super, super hard to get. Now, I ordered that one, and I also got lucky because I have 2 more on the way. So if anyone actually gets stuck, I'm pretty much just looking for my money back. I've only done it to help people out. In fact, actually, I have someone coming around actually in about an hour. That's why the stream's not going to be that long, to pick up a coin. Believe it or not, they actually live fairly close. Yes. It's all these little terminologies is pretty cool. Warehouse Mouse, my man, how are you? But yeah, so it's super cool. As I said, you guys know me, I'm horrible with pricing. I don't value them at what it costs for work or whatever. I kind of put a value on based on the silver and some of the price for the hallmark. In fact, actually, if anything else, I'm undervaluing it, because if I was to factor in my time on top of the shipping cost back and forth to the assay office, and all the packaging materials and stuff that goes with it, I would have been, yeah, it's just not worth it if I was going to be doing that kind of stuff. Thought it was you I have been seeing on YouTube, so it was you. So you're out there, lol. Yes. Oh God. I get it from the Edinburgh assay office. So when I first started years ago now, and I'm going to give credit to someone actually who deserves this credit. So please don't hate me for this, okay, anybody? I know that a lot of people do watch this channel, and that's cool. Backyard Bullion walked me through a lot of stuff regarding legalities, and in fact, I actually appreciated his effort and time that he took because he went over the top. And if you guys know Backyard Bullion, if you watch his videos, he is an over the top kind of person. It's either doom and gloom or everything's fantastic, and there's no middle ground with him. So when it came time to me finding out and learning about the hallmarking side of things and the legalities, he was rather OCD when it came to the hallmarking, and I appreciate that. I seriously do, because with his help, I was able to understand all the rules and regulations, and he also gave me a lot of pointers. Now, since then, we interacted. I'd done a bunch of stuff for him, and all that, and we've kind of just moved on our separate ways now. But he's still going at it, and that's super cool. Been legal to hallmark since 1773. It is I think it is the oldest assay office, within Britain, so within the UK. It certainly is one of the oldest, and they are well established. Now, what does hallmarking actually do besides, putting a stamp on and costing you a lot of money? Well, they test the silver, they guarantee the silver, and if anyone takes a look, if you get a piece from me and it's hallmarked, okay, because it should be, then if you find out that, let's say, I don't know, my silver piece is only 50% silver, hypothetically, okay? Then you can go back to Edinburgh Assay Office and say, hold on a minute here, you hallmark this. They'll be in a lot of bother. In fact, they'll compensate you. But on top of that, they'll then come after me. Oh, Rob, you should be able to put the link in now. Hold on, because it's totally in this. Second, I'm curious. I want to see if this works. So, copy. See if this works. Please work. Paste. There we go. So yeah, there you go. So the preciousmetalforum.com, I've just put a link in. You guys should be able to copy and paste it. Kathy's Corner, welcome. Yeah, that's how it works. It's on the live streams, Rob, it should work. For some reason, when you put a .com or whatever in my comments, they're getting blocked at the moment for anyone who's leaving them. But it should work on a live stream chat. I don't know why. If any of you guys haven't joined up on the Precious Metal Forum, well, it does everything from gold, silver, platinum. We talk about any kind of precious metal. We go into cryptocurrencies. We go into numismatics. And then there's another section. So, if you have, I don't know, Garbage Pail Kids or a collection of Star Wars memorabilia you want to sell, put it up on there. Utilize the forum. It's fun. It's a good place to make friends. I know we all talk on here, and I know a lot of people are used to things like Facebook or Discord or whatever, but you can get lost in those things so easily, and it drowns out. Whereas on a forum, you can maintain it, you can follow it, you can keep track of stuff. It makes a lot of sense. We have, I don't know, 55 members, I believe now at the moment, with well over 600 posts. Let's see here. Let me just open that link in the new tab. And it'll tell me. And yes, okay, by the way, if you do click on it, you will see Um, Alexander, go to my website, acebullion.co.uk. I'll put a link in. My hallmarks are visible there. These are not hallmarked yet. If you go to the Precious Metal Forum, you will see, when you first go to it, you will see adverts. Please do not worry. They go away the minute that you sign up and you are signed in. There are no adverts on the forum. I'm paying for everything myself. There is no membership costs ever. There's no hidden content that other members can see and you might not be. It really is a great place. So there's no favoritism. I have a complete separate account. AceBullion is on there. Nothing special. Well, it's my AceBullion account, right? And currently we're looking for people to design stuff, help design with the banners and everything else, and also with the main logo, because I have some ideas, but I'm looking for someone who's a computer artist and guru that really can help out, because that'll be super, super cool. It is, look, I'm not going to say anything. I don't have a problem. If you guys are on the Silver Forum, which is another forum, and you know what? Rightly so. It was a really good forum, but I was banned. And I was banned because I was classed as a dealer. And I'm not. I'm a hobbyist. And I still hold that rather annoying grudge about that. But I'm not going to say you can't be part of both. Definitely be part of both. The Silver Forum is a good place. You could spend your money there. But the Precious Metal Forum is growing and it's free. That's the two big differences. Mine in Birmingham is 200 for 10 years. Cheers, Rob. So yours, 200 for 10 years. That's for your sponsors, Mark. But yeah, that's absolutely right. But then you got your stamp cost. You're gonna have the actual stamping itself, and then I don't know how that all works in Birmingham, but I know I get charged VAT for returns as well, postage. It's crazy. Oh, they do the laser cut one. Yeah. See, the Edinburgh Assay office do that as well, but the fees for them are ridiculously expensive. Because they don't want to just charge you the basic rate. They want to charge. They have the artwork already, so because they made up my stamp that they hold. But the artwork and everything else for them to put it onto a laser, I think they want another three or 400 pounds to have it so it's done. No, I have to pay VAT on it. Right. See, the Edinburgh Assay office is one of those places that really kind of gets under my skins because they do charge an awful lot. And I know I can go to Birmingham. I know I can go down to Sheffield. I sure as heck wouldn't use Sheffield Assay office personally from the horror stories I've been told. But it is ridiculously expensive. Let me see here. Let's go have a look for a second. Type in acebullion.com. I want to find something here. Where was it? About. Just trying to load everything up here. Just one freaking slow computer, I'll tell you that much. I think I'm running way too much stuff on it at the moment. Let's just hit Google instead of easier. so there is a, there we go here. I'm going to put a link in here, which is pretty freaking awesome because it is one of those things that, you know, I am now forever. There we go. Haha. Found it. Copy and paste. There you go. Have a look at that, guys. Now you're going to actually see that AceBullion has, and this is, you know, the Silver Makers Hallmarks Guide, World Guide. I mean, seriously, a worldwide guide and collaborative group. Well, it's not a group at all. I mean, it's a historic thing. This thing's dating back to 1700s era. It's crazy. It's insane, and it has everything. Every hallmark that should be out there. In there. So yeah. But you'll find AceBullion is there. We back. Thank you, man. Full on respect. Thank you very much. I paid my sponsor Mark for 10 years. All I have all my registration laser cut with Britannia, which I found out I can have that as long as the purity is above 925. Right, okay. I think you got your point wrong. But yeah. God, you know what? Seriously, that would save me hundreds and hundreds of pounds because every time I make a submission, I'm looking at realistically about my average is 120 pounds for every time, and that's sending, let's say, 20 pieces. You send in more, the price goes up a significant amount. And I'm not exaggerating when I say that either. I mean, I would happily turn it over, show you my online account. But obviously, for data protection, for me, obviously, that, you know, that means a lot. I'm not going to do that because it has my registration numbers and stuff like that on there. So yeah, I'm definitely not doing that. So there we go. I'm super pleased. It's going to come out better when I can actually photograph it and you guys can see all the scales everywhere. It's super awesome just to feel that. The scales and all that. It's super cool. Well, that's going to be the prototype dragon with my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Not really. They're not Teenage Mutant and they're not Ninja Turtles. I haven't made a sword for them or a bow staff or a sai. Or nunchucks. And yes, sadly, I would be the splinter amongst them all. Me and my cane. Yes, you are, Reg, and it's okay. But to be fair, I have people on the way. I say people, gosh, well, that's really bad. So I really am not going to be much longer. I wanted to physically see it. I wasn't trying to be nasty. Yeah, to be honest, man, it's nothing big. I put a link to my website, which you should, I think I did, hold on. There you go, or doesn't really matter which one you type in, both of them are going to work. Yeah, if you check them out, the hallmark itself is, well, let's see here, hold on. Let me go back up to that link. 1 second here. I'm going to move you guys for a second. Sorry about this. So this is the Hallmarkers Guide. I can actually go back and click home. I mean, look at this. 1939. That's a new one. You got all these really cool hallmarks. And then we come down. We scroll through some. We got AB. Oh, sugar. What's that one? There's my hallmark. AceBullion Company. Registered in 2019. And my first submission was an ingot. And this gives me a website. I'm not even sure if this will work. Hold on. This will probably be my old website. Let's see here. No, it does. It links it straight into my account. My goodness. Big Red, how you doing, bud? And there you go. There's a picture. It's on the link. So you get the Ace, the 999. We'll just wait till it pops back up. The Edinburgh Assay Office, and that's the year, the U. So there we go. So I hope that solves your question, Reg. Not Reg, my bad. Sorry, I'm thinking of Reg there because he just popped on. Oh, not Reg, Big Red. Oh, I'm losing the way to live. See here. Absolutely, U is the letter date. It depends when they are. So you'll notice on my silver pieces, I have various letters attached to them. So it depends on what year it was. That castle is Edinburgh Castle, and that's why it's on there. Sheffield has a separate one. Birmingham has a separate one. So you know where they are. You know where they've been, which is super, super awesome. So there you go, Big Red. One of my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, not finished. I'm calling them Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Don't mean to, really. Still got to finish off the sprues and all that stuff. And then my dragon. Still got to clean it up. So, I mean, super wafer thin, paper thin, just over an ounce. I mean, it is tiny, tiny thin. Well, it takes a lot to do. I said I can do everything. Sublime Mad Dog. Woof, woof. That's super awesome to see you guys. So, well, I swear no one must be streaming today because everyone is on my channel, and I'm not complaining. But the really sad thing is it's really bad because I really do have to be going very soon. As I said, this wasn't meant to be a really long stream. It was a really quick stream. I really wanted to show you guys that the furnace is working. I did manage to pour the pieces that I said I was gonna. I pulled the cannon out because Miss Victoria Roman Carter is here, so royalty in the building has to have a cannon. Hopefully I answered a ton of questions along the way. I mean, it's okay. I don't mind being asked about an assay and stuff. And, Coin World, you are someone I really want to have a word with, bud, at some point to talk about this Birmingham thing, because by golly, bud, I'll tell you what, if it's that much cheaper, I will switch. I already have my stamp made up, and I'll move it over. Because the Edinburgh Assay Office is, they drill a lot of stuff. 1 in 6 pieces I send will get drilled. So, and that's about a minimum, really. Even though I have a long-standing history with them, so it's sometimes a little bit less. I could probably get away with maybe 1 in 4 if I'm lucky. But they're supposed to drill 1 in 6. Cool, but that means a lot. Seriously. I mean, because look, if I can save money onto an assay, I'm happy to pass on the savings. And I have no problem in sticking them on larger things like my 10-ounce bars and kilo bars, because I was looking at other things like I really wanted to put them on the kilo bar, but otherwise they're going to be like that, not even that big, you know what I mean? So you're not going to see it. Exactly. Loyalty sometimes is rubbish when it comes to companies, and it's sad, really. Yeah, it's just sad. Alexander, if you missed that part of the conversation, which you were in, bud, and I'm not trying to be funny, watch it once I'm finished because I went through that. But in short, because I'm happy to answer it. When I first started, Backyard Bullion suggested it, so I actually accepted that and I took his advice. I did learn a lot along the way, thanks to Backyard Bullion, but after that, now I'm kind of looking. Definitely, car insurance is one of those freaking things. Skybox is another one. Actually, Skybox, you're kind of stuck with. You either have it or you don't. I don't like the alternative to Sky. So anyway, thank you guys very much for sticking around, watching, having some fun with me here. Thank you, Rob6. Again, I'm gonna pop that link in. Seriously, guys and girls, and ladies and gents, boys and girls of all ages, please come and visit the Precious Metal Forum. There are no ads once you sign up. It is SSL secure, so all of your data is protected and safe and legally stored, and it doesn't get sent out to anybody. And there's no cost. There's no membership fees. Once you sign up and you're a member, which is free of charge, there's no hidden cost. There's nothing. There's even a mobile app, for God's sakes. The mobile app may take a little bit to get used to. I'm going to fully tell you about that, just like very briefly. When you click on it, you have a mobile version and a web version, and you're able to switch between the two. And it's really good because it saves you on data. So if you're out and about and you do have your data on, you're not going to get bombarded with a load of rubbish. But if you do, need to switch it to web version to, let's say, insert an image or whatever to sell something, and you can do that. Just use your finger, zoom in, zoom out. Very simple. Anyone could do that. So, oh, you're more than welcome, Silver Bull Bud. It's good to see you. I'm so sorry. I'm wrapping it up just as you're coming in. But I hope everyone does have a fantastic day. Be safe wherever you may be. I got a video coming out tomorrow. Not quite sure which one it's going to be. I got a plethora of stuff over here to go through, including, by the way, here's one last incentive for all of you guys stuck in here watching. There's going to be a giveaway free of charge, no money to be paid, period, for members only. Well, I say members only. Yeah, you obviously have to be a member to go on to it. I'm going to be doing that through the Precious Metal Forum. So that's an incentive. And trust me, the prizes, there's more than one. They're worth it. And considering you don't have to pay anything, including shipping, worldwide, it's kind of nice. And one of those parcels is in here. So, if that doesn't inspire you, well, I've done my best. I'm paying to host it. I'm paying to do everything. And it's all of yours for free. So, have fun. Thank you for watching, everyone. And I'll see you guys tomorrow in my video. Whatever that may be, quite frankly. I don't know. Silver, gold? Maybe it'll be a gold video tomorrow. All right, guys. Be safe. Bye for now.